Well, one group of voters is facing a dilemma in this election. The people who want to leave two unions, the European Union and the United Kingdom. These Leave voters who are in favour of Brexit and Scottish independence have no natural home. They probably have to prioritise one option. Our political correspondent Andrew Kerr reports now from the Murray Coast, which had been long-standing SNP territory, but now is the most pro-Brexit area in Scotland.
It's a long way to London from Lossiemouth. But arguments over Brexit and independence are still heard here loudly and clearly. The string of constituencies along this part of the North East Coast were SNP. They turned Conservative in 2017. The local newspaper in Elgin puts us in the picture.
We've obviously got quite a strong sort of fishing community in this part of the world, farming community as well. I mean, some of those people weren't perhaps too impressed with what was happening with sort of different sort of EU policies, and I think just more of a sort of a move towards supporting Brexit, perhaps also a bit of a fallout from the independence referendum too.
So, with a history of backing an independent supporting party in this part of the world, and perhaps a desire for Brexit, where does that leave the people who support Leave? Do you want to see Brexit get done?
Oh, definitely.
Just get it over and
It
done with.
needs to get over
It's been
and
dragging
done
on for so long now. Let's just get it done.
Yeah.
It's all the people want. Just hurry up and get it done.
So, what about independence as well? What about Scottish independence? Do you want to see that?
I do. I think the Scottish economy will manage on its own, no problem.
I think I do now. I think probably before, at the point when it was up for the thing, there was a lot of scare tactics.
Who will you vote for?
Good question. I really don't know. I don't know who I trust at the moment. I really don't know who I trust. There's just so much uncertainty at the moment.
I'm not sure either. I've always been strong SNP, but yeah, I don't know.
Indeed, for those who are Leave, the options are not clear. So, in this election, who might you be voting for to achieve those aims?
You know, I haven't made up my mind yet. Nobody, as far as I can see, but I found a truthful one.
The Conservatives and the SNP are trying to reel in the undecided, each of course prioritising their own worldview.
The really important issue in this election is you can either go through with an appalling Brexit, which many of those people do not want. Even those people, and I don't think there's a vast number of them now in Scotland, but even those people who do want to leave and who do want independence, they will be left with an appalling deal, an absolutely dreadful deal for Scotland.
We are the party that will deliver the Brexit vote, that we have a democratic vote to do. So the first thing we need to do is get a reasonable majority for Conservatives after the next election, and then we will deliver the EU deal that Boris has negotiated before the end of January.
We're witnessing more than just the ebb and flow of normal political life. People are facing a tidal wave of difficult political decisions, a picture so complex that some might not even go to the ballot box. For those who want Scottish independence and Brexit but can't decide who to vote for, time before polling day is running out. Andrew Kerr, reporting Scotland on the Murray Coast.